This song just declares that God makes us better. Come on, if you believe it, somebody shout better. God makes us better. God, every trial, every tribulation, I thank you. You make me better. You make me better. I'm nothing without you. I'm better. I'm better. You make me better. You make.
And now, introducing the host of I Am Better Now, Dr. David Jones.
How y'all doing out there today? Y'all excited about being here? All right, I'm Dr. Dave Jones. Welcome to the I Am Better Now show. I'm always excited to be in your presence. How does it feel to be in God's presence? That's something to clap about right there. Everybody have a good day today? Anytime you're on this side of the dirt, it's a good day. It is a good day. So happy to be here. Again, I'm Dr. David Jones, and I'm the host of the show. I want to thank TCDC, Tanner Community Development Corporation, for allowing us to do this, and also Teen Challenge for opening their doors, doing such a great job in allowing us to come here. Yes, and Praise FM. You guys have done an outstanding job and getting everything prepped and ready for us to come out. I've got a great guest for you today. I am first celebrating my 1 year anniversary, married to that beautiful woman in the front row. If y'all can stand with me and welcome my wife and celebrate her. She put up with me for a whole year. A whole year. She put up with me. No medications, nothing. Just good old-fashioned godly love. So thank you so much. My mother-in-law is back home. I told her I was going to talk about her today. I do miss her cooking, but we just going to keep on pressing forward. There's a lot going on, and I want to make sure that today you all have a good day. And so my guest today, he was one of the assistant coaches in the NFL for quite a few seasons. He is also the former coach of the Minnesota Vikings and the former assistant coach of the Arizona Cardinals. Now he has a ministry now, Fit for Recovery. And so all those years in supporting players in the NFL and leading them to a godly life, he's now working with seniors. Might be because he's found out he's a senior as well, but we're not going to talk about that today. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, my buddy, Coach Carl Hargrave.
Hey! Hey! How we doing?
I'm blessed, man. Please.
Hey, everybody. Hey, give yourselves an applause. Come on. Everybody. I do want to say congratulations to Dave and his wife. Yes, indeed. For 1 year?
1 year.
Come on now. That's a come on now for sure.
She did it. 1 year.
There you go. Beautiful. All right.
You say that like you think it's hard.
I'm sorry?
You think it was hard for her to put up with me for a whole year?
Let me ask her.
You didn't answer, did
No.
you?
She used sign language for me.
Man, how you doing?
Oh, tremendous. It's a pleasure to be here, and it's a pleasure to be able to sit here with you and talk.
Man,
yes, indeed.
We've had some phenomenal conversations about just life over the last few years. I've known you now for a few years, and one of the things that I do recognize about you is your love for people.
Oh,
And so I want to just start there before I get into your background and everything else you do. You just love people, man. You want to see people happy, successful, and fulfilling God's plan in life. Where does that come from for you?
oh, that goes back in time. You know, I'm 71, and so I was raised with, you know, mother and the father and the grandparents that really taught us to love each other and love others, and genuinely, and not in, you know, it's not about money, it's about just the time that you're able to share with people and come from your heart. I learned years ago to think with the head, but operate with the heart. And that's really helped me in my growth throughout my life. Yeah.
So you're from Iowa.
Well, I've been, you know, a military family, so we moved around. Everybody grew up, all my siblings were born in we're all born in on different bases.
Watch
But we
this.
ended up in
I'm
Iowa.
going to ask the audience a question. Is anyone here from Iowa?
All the hands go up.
Exactly.
Did you see all the hands? They're kind of invisible. Okay.
Nobody's from Iowa, man.
Well, I wasn't born there.
Okay.
You know, junior high, high school, college, and then I was blessed to be able to come out here and move around the country a bit. So
Let's talk about your college career. You're very proud of that.
oh,
Give us some background about your
Well-
college career, and because sports really help lead you to the person that you are today.
well, that's a big part of it. Sports, you know, I've competed ever since a little rascal, but I went to a small school in Iowa called Upper Iowa University, aka the Upper. And it was a Division III school, and you know, I was recruited by Iowa, but they didn't offer me a scholarship, or Iowa State didn't offer me a scholarship. And after my freshman year, you know, I was blessed to be able to play where I had some success in playing, and so then they want me to transfer. And then I said, no, I'm not going to transfer, because what was built at Upper Iowa University was just what we were talking about, a friendship with my other players that came from different parts of the country. So we built a bond there. And so I didn't want to break that bond just to say that I went and played at the University of Iowa or Upper Iowa. But I was blessed, you know, after 4 years there, to get drafted by the Oakland Raiders. And that was a blessing. You know, didn't make the team, but I was there back and forth. They had a taxi squad, so I had an opportunity, and that opened the door to the next year go to the Denver Broncos, and I got hurt there. And so I said, I'll give it one more shot, you know, give it one more go. And the Giants picked me up, and heck, the first preseason game, I get hurt there. So I said, 3 strikes and I'm out of this, okay? And there was no shame in the game. All the coaches were very people-oriented, and the players were friendship and people-oriented. So that was big, and that opened the door to me to get into coaching. So
Yeah. And you enjoy coaching. One of the things that I know about you, as far as coaching, you didn't just coach them on the field, you coached them in life.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I really do. That's because it's, you know, you got more life than you have on the field or on the court or on the diamond, you know, or on the track. You've got more life, and that's what it's all about, building your life plan. And, you know, I had my trips and turns and twists and turns and hills and valleys of my life throughout that, but you know, God has blessed me to be here today and to have clarity, operating out of clarity. And you know, I fought through a whole lot of, I had some different fights myself, so it's a blessing.
Yeah. I want to talk about your stint coaching, mainly with Denny Green. He was one of the most polarizing coaches. He could give you a sound bite without thought. Whatever was on his mind at the time that the question was asked, especially for media, he always had something quick, sharp, and something that you'll walk away processing. What was he really trying to say to me, and did I get it?
And then you get it. That's right.
So I could imagine how he was in the locker room or on a practice field or in that huddle right before games start. Give us some background on your relationship first with the late Dennis Green and his impact on your life and what it meant to you coaching under him with the Cardinals and the Vikings.
Oh, I tell you, it was just tremendous. I tell you, it was interesting. I met Dennis Green when, let me hold this up here, when I was in 8th grade. We had moved to Iowa. There's very few, Iowa City, Iowa, very few black families in Iowa City, Iowa at the time. And so I'm in junior high, 9th grade, and he's at the University of Iowa as a sophomore playing football, and he was doing his stardom and that. And so I met him at the junior high, and we became really close at that time. And it was amazing. God put that together. That wasn't me, that wasn't Denny, that God put that together. And we were lifelong friends from there, to the fact that, you know, his family was important to me and our family was important to him. And, you know, and so he was a mentor to me on how to handle situations and that was big in the junior high level. And then going to college, and then he got the head football coaching job at Northwestern University. This would have been like 80, 82. And so he calls me up on the phone and says, we're going to Northwestern. Out of nowhere, we're going to Northwestern to coach. And so that kind of kicked off my college coaching career. And I was with him. We were there for 5 years. And then he left and went to the 49ers. He was, you know, with Bill Walsh and that. And so that kicked off my coaching career. It was a blessing.
Yeah.
Love that man to this day. And he passed away. That took a big piece out of my heart right there. Just to, you know.
Yeah, you know, and especially with this audience we have here, the importance of having that impactful person in your life, someone that will help you, because we all at times make decisions or choices that aren't in the best interest of where we want to go in life. And sometimes you need that individual to just say, hey man, that's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Let's do it this way. Let's do it that way. And sometimes because we were former professional athletes, some people seem to think that we didn't have those experiences. And we do. We truly, truly do.
Yeah.
The Vikings, let's start there. Being on the sideline with Randy Moss. And I can't think of the running back, Smith.
Robert Smith.
Robert Smith.
Yeah, Leroy Horde, Robert Smith.
He retired way before his prime, I felt. I know there was an offensive lineman that recently passed away. Was it McDonald? There was a Vikings offensive lineman that recently passed away.
I might have to check that out.
Yeah,
I didn't hear that.
I can't remember who it was, but the history of some of these players and what they brought to the league, it wasn't just football. You know, Randy Moss and his big fight with cancer and how he's overcome that. And now he's back on TV. He's just a fighter. He was on the field, and he is in his health. Fitness and health is a big deal for you now. I know you're working with seniors. We have a project together through your Fit for Recovery. What was it that made you say, I want to open up Fit for Recovery?
Well, the Fit for Recovery goes back, you know, a number of years. And recovery side of it is talking about the alcohol and drug recovery programs right off the bat. And then the seniors came off to it later. But I dealt with alcohol myself. And so I had my issues after the Cardinals You know, well, that's another story. But after that time.
We all have those times. It's all right.
So it was, you know, well, okay, we'll take the whole story. I'll just show you how I allowed this to happen. And, but it was a wake-up call for me, great. You know, we were in Minnesota. We were there for 10 years. You know, Chris Carter and Randy Moss and all of these great players there, and we were close. And so they hired us. After we left there, the Cardinals hired us, and we used the same template, you know, bringing in the right draft players and bringing in the right veteran players and putting a team together. And then they fired us after 3 years. So, you know, life kind of took some twists and turns. So 2 things happened for me. My drinking escalated, and my wise decisions de-escalated. Now, can anybody ever think about that? Can anybody relate to that? You know,
Any of you guys, you're welcome to raise your hand.
yeah.
Show your hand.
Just
Yeah.
action. Okay. And so during that time, after that, you know, I took myself down that dark doggone hole. Dark hole. Found an excuse to do this. Found an excuse to do that. Found an excuse to put on an orange suit. Anybody been in an orange suit? I did an orange suit. Now, you know, black as I am, orange and black just didn't go good together. that just wasn't working. You know, so I had to sport that outfit for about 4 months. Actually, it was supposed to be 3, but the key to it was this, y'all, and I really, God carried me through this, that I was 1.5 years sober before it came back around to smack me. So when I went in there, I was sober, clean, moving, doing this, that, and the other, and all the things. So, and that was a blessing because I had my head on, I had my eyes peeled, and I had my heart working. And so when I came out of there, I asked God, which in recovery conversation is my higher power. But I asked God, what can I do? NFL stopped calling. I didn't want to coach college ball anymore. And so I said, I listened. I didn't hear nothing. I waited another week. I asked the Lord again, what you thinking? Nah, you know, that's what we talk about. What you thinking? Okay. And then I didn't hear anything. So I did it another time. So we're about a month into the conversation. And then I heard the voice. He said, Carl. I looked up, what the? He said, you are a coach. Get yourself out there and coach people in the field of life. And that hit me in my heart. And I said, well, that's what we're talking about. So then that's when I started the business. You see over there, Fit for Recovery. Because the Lord helped me. Now he opened the door for me to help others. In a real, and I talk to folks all the time about we're playing, and I play everything to win. And that's really important in this walk in life. You gotta play to win. And it's not about winning over anyone. We're playing in the game of life. And that's the point that I put out there when I'm talking with the community and fighting through the ups and downs of life. And that we're playing in the game of life and we got to play to win. And if you play to win, you may not win this moment, you may not win that moment, but you for darn sure going to have and walk and live the success that you want to live, that God wants you to live. And that is so important. So that's when I started that business, Fit for Recovery. Thank you. And so we go into recovery centers throughout the valley. And I didn't, during my time, I didn't know anything about the spiritual side. I didn't understand the mental side of recovery or the walk, or I didn't understand the emotional side, other than I was crying and my kids were crying, my wife was crying, everybody crying. You know? I had to go from Kleenex to paper towels, you know, soak this up, you know. And so it allowed me to make that move openly in my heart that I could go out and be of service. Now, and I talk to folks that I am 100% selfish. 100% selfish in my sobriety. No person, place, or thing's gonna get in the way of that. Now I got a lot of help. First day, I wake up and pray every morning. I pray during the day. I pray at night. And so I'm selfish in that way, and that allows me to be selfless as I'm working out there, you know, and going. And so that's.
I know you're doing some great stuff, and I hope that the audience picked up something that you said. Just because you're down doesn't mean you can't be an impact in someone else's life. You know, we all have our challenges. We go through things. And somehow, whether we give God credit for it or not, we find ourselves rising from where we used to be. And we don't think about how we could be now a positive impact on someone else's life. And so I'm hoping that if there's anyone in the audience who feels like they've let themselves down, they've let their families down, you're in a position now to rise above all of that. Because you first recognized that you have a gift. Everybody was born with a gift.
Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
You just have to find out what that gift is. Sometimes we operate in areas that we're not gifted. Just because your house comes with a big kitchen, don't make you a good cook. You know, if you go to the family barbecue and they keep telling you just bring plates and cups, cooking ain't your ministry. So figure out what you are good at. Because I guarantee you, everyone sitting in this room has a talent and a gift. Take that talent and a gift and use it to enhance, advance, help someone else. That's what you're doing now.
It's been a blessing. Thank you. Yes. You know, God, I mean, the door's open. Door's open. You know, I wake up every morning, feet on the ground, running. Let's go get it. Because I take on life just like I did in coaching or whether it's playing. You know, and it's a blessing. The joys. And we all have those joys in our lives. We all have them. So I'm grateful. You know, there's a difference between thankful and grateful. And I'm all about both of those, but they all have their place. But there's nothing better than that feeling of being grateful. And a lot of times you get that feeling really deep down inside when it's a small thing that I'm grateful for.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's real talk.
And that's big. I'm thankful that I was able to do it, but I'm grateful because I can feel the outcome. I can see the outcome. And the outcome may not have nothing to do with me. It may have something to do with someone else.
Yeah.
You see that joy.
Yeah. How many of you all are happy with where you are right now? Just raise your hand. Do you realize every hand in this room should be raised? Because you know why? You're on this side of the dirt.
Amen.
No, it doesn't matter what you did or what you went through. You have a chance at redemption every single day because there's still breath in your body.
Mm-hmm.
You have an opportunity for a fresh start. Take advantage of it. Use it.
Every day.
We're athletes. That's what we do.
Every day. Every day is a new day. Yesterday is a beautiful thing because you can remember what it was. This is good. You know, all of a sudden the day is here. Yes, indeedy. I don't worry about tomorrow till I get there. And then I don't worry about it. I enjoy it. See, there's a big difference there.
Well, man, I always am grateful and thankful whenever you can come on the show, whenever we can have these conversations. You were impactful today.
Well, thank you so much.
You were impactful today.
Thank you.
Any lives were impacted today? You know, I have a friend, Tracy. He's here somewhere. I'm not sure where he's sitting. But this guy, every single day, goes out of his way to impact someone's life in a positive way.
Yes.
And if all the people in this room could just get a portion of the energy that he has to impact someone else's life, do you have any idea how successful we all would be? Make a commitment today. I am going to impact someone else's life. Look at your neighbor and just say, I am going to impact someone else's life. In a positive way. And mean it. And mean it. And mean it. Give yourselves a hand. It's good stuff. I want to say thank you to Teen Challenge for hosting our show. If you would like to support this transformative work, please visit tcaz.org and click donate. They need your donations. Please be sure to follow Tanner Community Development Corporation on social media. You can find us at Facebook at Tanner CDC and on Instagram at TannerCDC_. Again, that's Tanner CDC_. Thank you all so much for being here. We're happy to be in your presence. We're thankful that you are here, and let's continue to be great and impactful for other people. Let's give Coach a hand, please.
Thank you. Thank you.